Today's power woman is a plus-size model, current second runners-up Miss Plus-Size model, whom works at Save the Elephants as a media person. It is the one and only 27-year-old beautiful Trezer Oguda. She made it to the top 10 of The Next Big Host, a competition that was wished upon by many. She has been a writer in many different avenues, a blogger, and she is also a former basketball player. All this at 27. Everybody, Trezer Oguda. A very warm welcome to Expressions, and today we have a very, very phenomenal woman. Actually, this lady is the current reigning second runners-up Miss Plus-Size Kenya, and she was in top 10 in The Next Big Host right here in Nairobi, and actually the whole Kenya at large. She's a phenomenal woman, and right now she works at Save the Elephant. It is Miss Trezer Oguda. So welcome everyone to Miss Trezer Oguda. Trezer, it is such a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So now, I don't know if we'll go just straight to to what you do and elephants. It's really amazing that you actually work at Saving the Elephant. How has the experience been for the last 1 year?
I'm a trained journalist. I went to Daystar for around 3.5 years, and I was trained as a journalist, electronic media and marketing and all. And so, of course, typically coming out of university, I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a news anchor. Still want to somewhere. Or
It's
a presenter.
coming.
It's coming. It's a dream that is in the works.
Yes.
But yeah, I had my whole life planned out anyway. But 2 years down the line, after graduating, that chance had not come up yet. So I spotted an internship announcement on, I think it was on Facebook. I'm quite a social media junkie, so all my applications, typically I got that one on Facebook.
I always say that social media has changed our world
a lot,
so much.
I owe my current job to Facebook.
Facebook.
So clearly,
Okay, yes.
yeah. So my cousin sent, I think, that link, and I applied. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna be. It doesn't look like a bad thing. It looks like something I would enjoy doing because I'm an outdoors person. Anything. So at first it didn't mean much. Saving Elephants didn't mean much because they wanted a media intern, and I've done media and communication, so pretty convenient.
Yeah.
And so a year down the line, here I am saving elephants.
Saving elephants. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. So what is the experience on the ground? Because I understand, apparently, according to a lot of people, they say elephants are like human beings. Mm-hmm. They're like people, their culture, their life. What is the situation on the ground? Considering what is happening in Kenya at the moment, and the whole nightmare, the gruesome, and all the things that are happening with elephants, what is it like?
It's bad. I was looking for a word stronger than bad, but yeah, it's something that when you're out there, for some reason, I used to see news about elephants being killed, tusks being taken away, and I'll be like, so these things happen in this world.
In this world.
People need to move on and live. Not in a bad way, but I was like, there are other things that would startle me more.
Yeah.
And now when I started working here, and the first time I saw a carcass, I was shattered, because it meant it was gruesome, as you said. Some of the pictures we usually can't even show on Facebook because
it is bad.
It's bad, when an elephant is poached with the aim of taking off the ivory, the tusks. It's big. It's a big market outside there.
Yeah.
And so you find that it's bad.
It is bad.
People don't respect animals, and in this context, elephants, and what they mean for Kenya, to Kenya.
Yeah, because you ruin a whole big mass of an animal for just a really small thing, and the importance of tusks or the importance of ivory, it's not that much. I mean, especially for us Africans, it's not of high value. Probably somewhere else maybe, but it's not of high value to us.
Quite true, because the community we work with right now, the Samburu community, I'm in the office half the time because my work is mainly in the office with media and relations and everything like that. But when I do go out to Samburu to shoot films and short stories and take photos, or just go out there to visit people and to be in the Samburu office, the thing is, you interact with the Samburu people a lot, and for them, originally, they coexisted with elephants.
They don't mind being with them at all.
It's like
it was
family.
Not a problem.
In fact, if you do your research, there are myths surrounding Samburus and elephants. You know, it was like one of them. It's sort of like a domesticated animal, but not so much. It was family.
It was
yeah. It still is right now, but the value that everyone that views ivory as a commodity, as a trinket, as an earring, as a sculpture or something like that has kind of corrupted that look even to the Samburus. Because if you're gonna give me, if you're gonna give me about 20,000 shillings to kill an elephant for tasks, right, and I'm struggling to feed my family,
then you will do it.
It makes sense to me, even though this other person is going to make millions out of a single kg of ivory. So the situation is bad, but the good thing is that it's getting better. We need them.
Yes.
And they have a right to be here as much as we all have.
I know, we can all coexist, and I don't actually still think that, earrings are something that you should, go and kill a whole mass of an elephant for.
True.
And so there's a way we just need to find that coexistence. How can we live together? Because we share the same neighborhood, especially for the people in Samburu. What are some of the things that you've done in Samburu? What are some of the things that you're doing to make sure that we tame this and it doesn't get out of control? Because at the moment it was really, really, really bad for the last few years.
Save the Elephant is committed to securing a future for elephants, and we work on the basis of 4 pillars, and that's stop the killing, living in harmony, research, and promoting understanding. And so in all these pillars we have different projects that different people are tasked with doing, because we have the Nairobi office, which is mainly administration and doing all those kind of things, but there's also the Samburu office where the research and the depth, I would say the 80% of the work happens, because those are the people who are committed to going onto the ground and talking to the communities about, what elephants means to them, human elephant conflict. One of the projects that we've done and that is doing pretty well is tracking of elephants. So what happens here is that elephants are collared and there are chips inserted in, and through satellite means their movements are seen on Google Earth.
They're actually monitored.
Yes.
Wow.
So we monitor where they're going, what they're doing. So, when movement stops, then it alerts you that something is wrong. Either the collar has fallen off, or maybe it has been killed. The elephant has been killed, and so we have teams rushing in and going to check on what the situation is. Sometimes it's an elephant, sadly, that has been killed and tasks us hacked off the body, but sometimes it's just a fault with the collars. But also we have community projects. We have an education scholarship program running up in Samburu, and we also have community outreach projects. Something that we've realized is that you cannot do such a thing in a community that doesn't believe in you first to handle them as a people.
Yeah, because it's their home, right? Yeah.
So even half the staff there, I would say everyone working at the Samburu camp is Samburu, and it's an amazing mix of culture, when you get to know what elephant means to them and how they can help in even doing this conservation work, because the elephants don't live with the Chinese, with the white people and everything. They live within the Samburu ecosystem. So it is important that we are doing such kind of work and creating awareness. And for them, it's not really creating awareness, it's taking them back to where it all started. Awareness we're creating with China and with the rest of the country, but with these people who have lived with elephants for years.
They know what elephants is.
They know. In fact, they're teaching us more than
You're
we
learning
can.
from them about elephants.
We have to go back to them and ask them stuff and, tell them what we're thinking of, and they tell us, this is how we can do it. And I can't speak much for them, but I think for me, the experience has been really good, because I said, my idea coming out of uni was not to go and save elephants.
And now you're in the campaign saving
I'm
elephants.
doing it in my own media way, because Save the Elephant is more of a science research and organization. It's not, a media house or something that I would have thought of. But it's something that has broadened my mind to knowing that there's more you can do with your life, and instead of pigeonholing yourself and putting yourself in a box that I can only do this because I studied this or because this is what I know to do best. Yeah,
there's diversity.
exactly.
And how has now do you get to interact with animals, with now the elephants? At what close range are you with them? Do you get to touch them, feel them? Okay, I know they're wild. And Kenyan elephants are they the most dangerous in the whole